about this, but dear friend, I'm like a cross between Adele and Eminem. Oh.
United Ink tattoo convention with Amy Nocoletti, and we're going to talk a little bit about ink. And you were an artist before you started tattooing,
oh,
right?
Yeah.
So let me ask you, now that you've been tattooing a lot, are you taking your tattoo art to other mediums?
Yeah, you know, it's funny you ask because I just started doing leather work.
Oh, really?
So I'm going to start like the carving leather. It's like it's a lost art, unfortunately,
Yeah,
but to me, I think it's pretty awesome. And of course, I paint and use graphite and pencil and all that stuff. So.
Sure.
But I'm looking to get into oil painting. You know, I'm kind of a youngin' in the industry. I've only been in it for about 7 years now.
Yeah.
You know, every day's a learning experience. I picked it up pretty quick, thank God, fortunately enough. And yeah, so only 7 years, but I've referenced it. I've read magazines, books. Guy Atchison was one of my favorites.
Oh, that's
Shane
cool.
O'Neill. He's one of the reasons why I started tattooing, because he's from my neck of the woods, down in this tri-state area.
Yep.
You know, a lot of old school guys are against it, but you know, the rotary machine's coming back with a vengeance, and the quality of work nowadays, it's like, oh my God, it's mind blowing. I mean, if you check out the 90s, like the work from the 90s till now, it's like mind blowing what you could do with a tattoo machine, and the amount of talent that's in the industry now, and the whole rotary machine thing too. I mean, I still use coils, but rotaries are just amazing.
What is it about rotaries that make them so?
You know, for me, traveling, they don't knock out a tune. I mean, of course they could break if a part breaks off, but it's not like your typical coil machine where you got to tune it, you got this, that. Not that I have problems, because I've been doing that since I started.
Yeah.
But they also just, the effect on the skin, it's more airbrushed in my opinion. It's of course it's, you know, a different way that the needle goes. It goes in almost like a train track as opposed to up and down. I love realism. I mean, that's what I started out drawing as a kid. I always drew faces, portraits, eyes, whatever it is, you know, anything I saw in front of me. So that's where I started with my art. But for me, I mean, I love the traditional, but I do want to start getting some realistic and some Japanese, because I love Japanese.
Yeah, me too.
It's like timeless, you know. And I knew so many people that had tattoos, and the beauty and the art and everything. I just was always an artist, so it was always something that was interesting to me and that I wanted to eventually pursue, but it took me a long time. I should have started sooner. But I'm just traveling a ton. It's killing me. But once I get there, I'm okay. But I'm traveling a lot. I'm doing a ton of conventions across the country, hopefully going to Europe. I probably wouldn't be where I am today if I would have started sooner. I probably wouldn't have moved to California and had all the opportunity I've had, so I'm glad I started when I did.
Good.
There's a lot of people jumping on the tattoo bandwagon now. You know what I mean? That aren't in the industry or trying to make a quick buck off it. I'm not really down with that. I think a lot of it should stay within the artist realm. I mean, there's obviously certain things like filming can't do that. And I'm not insulting you guys by any means, but that whole tattoo school shit, that's for the birds. I mean, that's killing our industry.
What was your experience? Tell us a little bit about that.
I mean, it helped my career tremendously. I can never shit where I eat, so to speak. The amount of tattoos that we actually filmed that never made it to air is what bothered me.
Really?
I think they should have showed more tattoos, and that's what the show's supposed to be about.
Right.
That bothered me. I think it should be more about the art than the soap opera part of it.
Right.
I don't know, it's just, I'm just glad it took me where it got. That's all I could say. If I had my way, I'd have a show about other things like history of tattooing, history of art, you know, that kind of thing. No matter what anybody says, it's still frowned upon by certain powers that be. But thankfully, that's one good thing about these shows. They've made it more acceptable to other people that were scared to get tattoos. But hey, better late than never, I guess, you know? Thank you so much. Thanks for having me.